Hi guys, this is Pair of Details Retail. Today on the channel we're going to be working on my MS 290 Stihl chainsaw. Now what the problem with this chainsaw is, I can't get it to stay running. So I put a new spark plug in it. I did have a new filter, but I did run it once with the filter, so the filter did get a little bit dirty. So yep, so what's gonna have to be, it's got to be a carb issue. So what I'm gonna do is take the carb off, give it a bath, check it out. You know, it'd run, then it wouldn't run, it wouldn't start, it won't stay idling, it'd die off. So it's got to be a carb issue. Alright guys, so hey, stay tuned. We're going to be getting on to pulling the carb out of here. I'll try to have this filmed. Alright guys. Alright, the first thing we have to do is we have to remove the fuel. And I just filled this fuel tank because there is no shut-off valve. And I don't want it leaking all over the place. So I'm going to have to empty the fuel out into something else. And then so we can start taking the carburetor off. Alright guys, I just grabbed my old rice cooker bowl. We're going to pour it into there. I'm going to put the thing on to protect the chain. Just in case I hit the chain on the concrete. Let's put the cover on this bar. Alright, so of course this one is gas here. And we're just gonna pour that baby out. Now I've already replaced this cap on the fuel tank once. So I got a little bit of debris floating around in there because the chainsaw is not that clean to begin with. Okay, since I don't drink coffee, I don't have any coffee filters, so I grabbed a piece of paper toweling and I'm just going to pour that through there, use it as a filter. The filter all the little debris out. So I don't want that going back into the gas tank. So there's a little bit of crud in there. Alright, so done with that, put the gas cap back on. Alright guys, here, so I'm going to push the trigger down. I'm going to take the throttle linkage off the carburetor now. So you push this down, give the trigger, and it shows the linkage, and I'm going to pop it out just like that. Comes out just like that. I'm going to throw it in my bowl. Alright, so now that's disconnected. And what it looks like these two screws or nuts have to come off, and then the carburetor probably just comes right out. Now let me get that and I'll let you know what size it is. Okay, this is probably metric, but I got a 5/16 will fit on it, and I should be able to break it free with that. Word for wisdom, guys. Be organized. Put your tools back when you're done. I spend more time looking for tools because I'm very disorganized, because I never get stuff back. Because I'm always jumping to the next project. So, 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 that's just a little word of wisdom there. That way you hunt around, you buy tools that you already got because you can't find where you put them or left them last. So, alright. I'm going to put this in my bowl. The bowl seems to be a good spot to keep everything right now. Oop, just dropped something. That's always the fun stuff when you drop stuff. Yep. Try to get my fingers in there. Okay. This will probably have to go take a bath. It's got a little dirt on it. Alright, let's see. This should just pull right out, I'm thinking. We might need a little persuasion because it's got to get out of this fuel line here. That's got to go to the fuel tank, I'm sure. Let's see. We see if we can get it off. Okay, it's coming forward. Okay, that's coming out. Okay, well, that comes out like that. Okay, I still gotta get that off there. Oh, there it goes. Oh, what the hell happened to that? Oh, okay. So that goes into there. All right, that just sits in there like so. That's in there. Okay. I probably should try blowing that out, make sure there's nothing going that way. But this is what it looks like. Okay. A little carb. All right, it's a Walbro carburetor. And so I'll get my little thing of carb cleaner out and we'll disassemble it and give it a little bath. All right, guys, I got my my parts cleaner little kit here. It's a gallon can. Get it from Fleet Farm. I'm sure you can get it from the parts store or auto parts stores. Even Menards might sell it. So it's got a little tray in it like this with holes in it. It's quite handy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this top part off. Let's see if I got a screwdriver handy. Like I said, be prepared and organized. Oh yeah, so I'm going to throw this in there. This needs to be cleaned. Put my screw in here so I don't lose that. Should probably get a little blow before I put it in there. Try to get some of the big chunks off. That way, you know, I'm not putting it all in there. Okay, there's a little rubber here. I'm sure this comes right off. Yep, see, just like that. That I'm not going to put in there. All right, put this in there. Okay, there's my diaphragm. Looks to be in good shape. So, okay. I'm just gonna set that in there for now. Here's my jet. That's one of the things I'm concerned about. This is my my float, which fills the carburetor. That's the thing I'm concerned about. Gotta take that off so I can get in there. Make sure the float is not get stuck. Yeah, boy oh boy, that is tight. I'm gonna go this side first. Okay, got that off. All right, don't need to dunk that. All right. It doesn't seem too bad. There's a little something in there, but I don't think it's too bad. I'll have to clean that up in a little bit. The main part is this part. Make sure this gets in here. See, I have a little bit of scum here. You can see that. That screen has a little bit of something on it. Now the main thing is getting this jet off now. I gotta get a flat screwdriver. Okay, here we go. Put this flat screwdriver on it so I can get this little thing. I got it real loose already. Okay, let's pull that out. All right. All right, that's out. And it's a different size. So it's gonna have a little spring on it here. And there's the float. Needle valve, I should say. Okay. Really itty bitty tiny thing. Got a little red circle on it. Let's take the spring out so that don't get lost. Next thing I want to do is get the jet out. I'm going to put it over here for a second. Should have a smaller screwdriver for this. Yep, I'm going to have to get a smaller screwdriver. So you need a really small tip screwdriver to get in there. Okay, got it free. The other one just twisted up. It wasn't too big. So let's take that bad boy out. That's gonna go get dipped. Make sure that's cleaned out. Make sure I got all the gunk out of it. Make sure it don't fall through my holes here, because it's small enough it might. I gotta check that out. Make sure this don't fall through this. Okay, yeah, it ain't gonna fall through. That's good. All right, so that's basically what you got to do. You know, this green could probably come off, but I'm gonna leave it because it should have blocked everything from getting in there. All right, now we're gonna put this into the. I'm gonna give it a quick blow here, quick again. Like I said, I don't want to have a ton of stuff in my stuff because I reuse it all the time. All right, now I'm just going to go inside here. And we're just going to put it in there for a little bit, let her soak up. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys. All right, guys, if you ever hear anybody say just take some carburetor cleaner in the spray can and spray it out, that really usually does nothing. They really need to soak for a little bit and then be sprayed out with some air. Okay, so I'm gonna drain this out here. All right, we'll put that there. I'm gonna take a piece of paper towel. Wear gloves while you're doing this because it'll just dry out your skin. And when you spray them out, dial your air down in your air compressor. Don't go full bore, because sometimes you'll lose little O-rings that were in there. They'll pop out that you didn't notice before. I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, guys. Then you end up buying new ones and it really sucks. So you don't go full bore in the air. Just get in there, spray it out. Basically, you just want to make sure everything, all the orifices are clean, that there's nothing inside them. All right. You don't want it spraying back in your face either. You know, like this spring would pop up if I gave it full blast. That spring, or that screen right here, would pop right out of there. guarantee it. It'd just go flying and I wouldn't know where it went to. So there's all kinds of little orifices here, here. So this will get inside with the air. Just give it a little, and I don't get right in there. No, I give it a little toot. Then where the gas goes in, give it a little spray there. Open up the butterflies if you can. Give that a little spray. Get everything out. And there's little holes everywhere in this thing. And it just takes a little minute piece of garbage to get in there. Make the carburetor not work right. Alright. So you can see I got garbage coming out of it onto the paper toweling. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to start reassembling. I already put the jet in. Alright. Oh, there, it's a little dirty there. Took my gloves off because I have to do some fine work here. Alright. That spring goes there. We're going to do that kind of last. Put the float back in. Okay, that's back in. Need to... Where the hell? Okay, I lost my spring for a second. See how quick that is? Yeah. It's awesome stuff. So we gotta have that. Gotta get that on there. This is gonna be a trick here. You can see that already. Because you gotta get it underneath the float. Oh, just like that. Just gotta hold it now. Get my screw back in there. Make sure I wipe it off a little bit. Alright, put that back on. Let's grab the flat blade. It's got a bunch of crap on it though. Okay. Put that back in. Tighten it up. Tight. Okay, so there it is. The float's in. Alright. Now, let's see. This thing here, I'm just going to blow off the dirt on the outside. Oh, my diaphragm's coming off. Well, might as well give that a bath now, because it's off. Don't take a whole lot. Okay. And I try to leave as much of this stuff inside. Alrighty. Okay, so that's good. We'll give that a little blow. I see there's some dirt on this side of the diaphragm. Okay. Well, that's alright. Okay. Now, there's a little pin, so it's got to go only one way, I'm sure. It can only go one way. See, it doesn't fit that way that great. Flip it around. Maybe it goes this way. Oh, see, just like that. It works. Looks like it fits better that way. Okay, I got the dirt off. Let's give it a little lightly spray. Make sure there ain't anything else on there that I don't see. No, this can only go on one way. That doesn't quite fit that way. So, flip it around. Voila! It's almost idiot proof. Put the screws back in. Now technically you should probably use a rebuild kit. I'm going to try without getting the rebuild kit, which will give you a new diaphragm, all those little interior pieces, a new float, new spring. It doesn't give you a new jet though. And the jet's one of the most important things. You want to make sure that it's good on it. Okay, now this here, it's got like a little, I don't know, see if you guys can make that out. There's a little screen on here. And there's a bunch of garbage behind it. I'm going to try to get it off. Oh, where can it see? Look at all the garbage in here. If you guys can make it out, look at all that. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to give this a little toot in the stuff. Well, maybe that'll work good for me. Just a little blow. I don't see any more of that garbage in it. So, all right. Now this, I'm almost tempted to give this a little dip. I'm going to. So see if we can get rid of some of that. Looks like old stale gas on there. And that might be enough to plug the thing. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's get that out of there. Give it a little blow. Gotta be careful not to rip it. Alright, just give it a little wipe on my paper towel too. Okay. Now I'm sure it only goes one way just like the rest of everything else. And I think I got it upside down. I think that tab will go to the tab, right? Yeah, looks like that's how it goes. Okay. Now let's put this bad boy back on. And let's see. It can only go one way, I'm sure. It's probably opposite. Okay, here we go. Just like this. Okay. Except something seems wrong with the hole. Doesn't quite match, does it, guys? So it must be wrong. So I must be reversed from where I am supposed to be. See, now my holes match up. It's like it's almost idiot proof. Tighten that up. I'm gonna blow it off again. Open the butterflies, blow it off that way too. Okay, so pretty much everything's all cleaned up. All right, so now we just gotta reinstall it. We'll give this a little blow off. Put that back on. I wonder which way it went. Maybe it don't matter. I'm gonna put the part number on top. Seems like a good idea. Okay. All right. So now we gotta get this all back onto the chainsaw. All right. So now this is going to be the fun part, trying to get this and this all on. So I'm going to try to put this on before I stick it in. Okay, that's in, which is kind of nice. But I got to get it up over this. Okay, just like that. And that should go right back in. That should go in. Okay, just like that, guys. Oh, I got some dirt there on the threads. I don't want that in there. Okay. Now, wipe this off. Put that back on. Of course, that can only go one way. Well, it can go another way, but it wouldn't be right. Put my nuts back on it. This is some good Easter fun here, guys. Yeah, I'm doing this on Easter. See, I bought this saw used. I bought it for what I thought was a pretty good price, $250. It is like a $650 saw new. I ran it 1 tank of gas, and after that it's been giving me nothing but headaches. So maybe this will be the fix. I'm hoping. Now, I didn't pull out the mixing valve stops in there. There's little stops in there that keeps it from turning, because I don't have any mods on mine, so the stock setting in there should be fine. Now, if I was to drill out the muffler, make it have a little less back pressure, give you a little more horsepower, then you'd probably have to pull those out so you can adjust the carburetor all the way. Okay, now I just got to get this linkage back on. And so, got to push that back into that slot, which is not as easy as it looks. It doesn't want to go in there, which is kind of something. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this piece into the slot on the handle here. There's a little, we do this. Oh, almost had it. Just got just enough resistance to keep you from getting it in there. Okay, push her down. I need a screwdriver. Flat blade would be the best. All right, clipped in. All right. Okay, my trigger's set. All right, it's time to put the filter back on. I should probably give that a little blow. All right, blew that off. Put that back on. It's probably gonna be a long video, guys. I gotta get it in that rubber. Okay, there it goes. Kind of forgot about blowing the tank out. Make sure there wasn't anything on the filter, but I guess forgot about it. Next time I'd do that for sure. Okay. If you guys are doing the same job as I do, remember to do that. So, all right, now I just gotta clean this thing off, the boot. get that back on. And so that's to limit your, well, I'm gonna leave it off for a second. We're gonna give it a start. All right, guys, here we go. I got gas in it. I'm gonna give it a priming and we're gonna give it a shot at starting it. So here we go. Let you guys watch. First thing you do on these Stihls, go all the way down and you give them like 2 pulls. Then you take it off its full choke. Okay guys, I'm still having problems with it, so I took the carb off again. I blew air through the fuel lines, figuring something was plugged. I really didn't get no air come back through that. You know, it's going to be restricted. But okay, so now in my kit I had a new filter that goes on the hose. So after I put that on, oh, okay guys, I was having a little issues with the GoPro. The GoPro does that quite a bit, so if you guys have a GoPro, you kind of know that it has a lot of issues. Well, anyways, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you don't like it. I'll take one of those too. Subscribe. Comment in the comment box. I'll get to your questions and comments as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.